Two-man game, TMG, get the news fast, AMG, game of two boxes. Name two boxers that hit as hard as this. Yeah, we're cutting to the truth, no, there ain't no narrative. Eyes up on the cup this year, hear the stadium erupt this year. For my team, TMG.
Cut that out. Oh, the editor will sort that out.
That's you.
Oh, yeah, the new editor of the 2-1 game. Welcome to episode 48.
48.
Bringing back a guest.
The Croydon Curry.
No more Croydon, I moved.
Essie
Croydon again.
Yeah.
I see you shooting hoops recently. Knocking them down.
What scrimmage? The game that we had.
Yeah. Are you available this Thursday?
Of course.
I heard we might not have a full complement because this new variant of COVID taking guys out, man.
Quote unquote.
Or quote unquote, whatever, the Delta variant is taking guys out. Don't catch it again, bro.
Quote unquote.
Don't catch it again. Anyway, seeing as we got our basketball aficionado here, we're going to talk basketball. Hot topic. Let's start off the rip. Giannis.
The Greek
MVP.
freak.
Finals MVP.
My man.
Dominant performance in Game 6.
That's the most dominant player in the NBA right now.
One for the ages. Road to top
Shaq
10.
said he's Superman, I'm just Shaq.
Road to top 10 all time.
A bit mad claim there. What did you think about Giannis? What do you think about the Bucks in general?
See, Giannis carried that team on his back. Finally stopped shooting threes. Took more mid-range shots, went to the rim, finally understood that he's unstoppable at the rim. Like that. Chris Middleton off and on, but he carried them in clutch moments. Drew Holiday came up for the defense. Definitely was a big upgrade this year, especially like playmaking wise, a lot higher basketball IQ. I like the team overall. They always had like backup guys like Bobby Portis. That's what they need, a bit of toughness to them, which you need for a championship caliber team. But yeah, I was very impressed. That was probably one of the most dominant series I've seen by a player.
I think Giannis, after he got over that, the injury he was carrying from the Hawks series, he really like got in his groove, and it was kind of like no one can stop me. I thought Ayton had a chance. He didn't have a chance. He really didn't. Like
He did.
I don't think even Ayton even lost heart. It was actually demoralizing to see. Like he lost heart in the series.
I think he's just he's too nice of a guy. From what I've seen, he didn't kind of accept the challenge of taking on Giannis. Giannis just wanted to go in there and just kill them every single. He looked helpless out there.
The thing is, Ayton was good before. It was good coming into that series. It's been a factor in every other series against AD. Kind of matched him.
I mean, but I didn't have to deal with someone that's so aggressive, that's gonna keep coming again, as they'll put you in foul trouble, non-stop, relentless. And that's that. Once I think Ayton got in a couple of games, he got into foul trouble, and he realized even if I do guard this guy well, I'm still gonna get in foul trouble regardless because he's gonna keep attacking the rim. So, and it's a bit unfortunate that Sarge went down. Even though I don't think Sarge went down if Giannis, but could at least put someone else on the floor so they don't have to waste all the fouls on Ayton.
Put Crowder on him.
No, say Crowder, but another big body to form the wall. Like another guy to throw fouls on. I mean,
well, that's why they sent McGee this year.
Yeah, that'll be a big help.
That's a big help. That's a big addition for them. But I don't even think that. To be fair, if we look at the Suns, to be honest, they were very lucky that AD got injured. Not that I thought the Lakers were going to win, but without AD's injury, would they have got out of the first round?
I thought they would have got out of the first round.
You think they would have beaten them
I
still?
thought they would have beaten them. AD would have woken up, and even though it's a different challenge from Giannis, I don't think Ayton would be able to keep up. Well, like for like with AD, but there's just something wrong with AD that whole series. He looked banged up. He looked hurt.
He always looks banged up though.
I'm dinged.
I'm not even gonna give AD any like sympathy. I just now expect that he's gonna be banged up. Like that's the reason why I think they got Westbrook. Like I just accept that he's always gonna be banged up. Now they just want to take the load off both of like Westbrook and AD and LeBron by bringing in Westbrook.
The best ability is availability, and AD can't provide availability.
There's no way AD is gonna be a Laker for life.
Cause it's funny because AD should be seen as the better player compared to someone like Giannis, but in reality he's not.
He's not. It's nowhere near.
And a lot of his availability, leadership, intangibles, toughness, just willing to go the extra mile. And I don't know, just something missing. Because AD has all the skills in the world.
Giannis is more. Giannis is a better ball handler.
Yeah,
And that's even
better mentally.
he better mentally as well.
intangible. That's the main difference. I mean, because skills-wise, AD hasn't to take Giannis to the cleaners.
Got better jumper,
He's
better
a,
FIFA.
he's a 7-foot point guard. That's
He
what I say.
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's, like I said, the reason why Aiton could guard him because he wasn't as physical as Giannis. Giannis is just, I'm not like, I've never seen a guy that big, that physical. He can move like a guard as well, even though he can't shoot.
He like his movement off the ball. I think that play where he blocked Aiton when he was guarding the pick and roll and he came for the lob. That is like elite level defense. Like
That's what they say AD does. They guards the pick and roll. But
it's elite. I've seen AD have aspects of that, but never in the biggest
not
moments.
to that extent. I don't think I've seen a major play to that extent. No.
Giannis really did. He really did a number on Chris Paul as well because what Chris Paul was trying to do, when Brook Lopez on the pick and roll was trying to get Brook Lopez in the drop coverage and then he shoot in mid range. But when they took Brook Lopez out, because eventually Coach Bod he was making adjustments, which I was shocked by. He
So obvious.
doesn't really. But when Giannis was the center and they did the pick and roll, there's no way like Giannis can guard that, and it just made it so difficult for CP3 to operate.
I mean, CP3 hit a few jumpers to be honest, but it was a lot harder than Brook Lopez. That extra space. Giannis is mobile. Boy, I mean, because for example, in that play that Giannis got that major block, if Brook Lopez was on the floor, Booker probably goes up and elevates.
Yeah, he just shoots over.
He gets in space.
I think Drew Holiday was a massive part of that series as well.
He didn't shoot particularly well, but what he did was the other stuff that they kind of need when you have an NBA team. You just can't rely on shooting and just being bigger. You need to have like those tough defensive plays. He was picking up Chris Paul and Devin Booker full court.
And that's nuts.
That's how nuts that is. The guy.
The funny thing is with the Bucks, I think they can still get better. Like, I think if I was them, I would try and get another playmaking guard.
They got Grant Hill.
Is that what you really want?
He's doing backup.
We want a playmaking guard and then someone better than PJ Tucker in his spot. I wasn't really impressed with PJ Tucker. We'll see. He acts like he's doing a lot.
He acts, but that's the thing. He's one of those guys that he doesn't really bring stats there. He gives you probably his corner threes,
The hustle stats,
the rebounds, the toughness. Sometimes when you're playing basketball, you need to just hit them a bit, just to make sure, tell them that you know that they're there. So
in the game,
it won't be easy for them to come into the play.
Give them something to think about.
That's what Tucker was doing.
That's what Tucker does. So you certain guys, even if you compare to outside football, you have certain guys that are just there, the destroyers, just to make things uncomfortable. They're there to protect the other guys, and instead of Giannis and Chris Middleton have to guard Booker and whatever, they got PJ Tucker. There's another body to throw at,
To be fair, whenever Tucker was guarding Booker, it was like barbecue chicken. He actually ate him alive. Like every time he was getting him, it was just like, bro. It's only when really like Drew Holiday was getting in his space or Middleton when he actually tried from the defensive end. They were the only guys really bothering Booker. I would say Booker was like, he had a very good series aside from game 5 and 6.
That was common though. He'd been playing so well during the playoffs. You're bound to have a bad game.
Now Booker's got that on his head. They were comparing him to the next Kobe. Now guys saying is he better than Zach LaVine? That's it. Basketball's a mad sport, It's a mad sport.
Just tear you down. It's crazy.
I don't think he's better than Zach LaVine, to be honest. I think they're the same guy.
You think they're the same?
I think they're the same guy.
You can't base it on playoff experience though.
They can't base it on playoff because Zach LaVine has none. But I think they're the same guy. I think Zach LaVine can do what Booker does.
Maybe if you put him in.
And Zach LaVine is probably a better 3-point shooter than Booker.
He's a better athlete as well.
I just think Booker has more mentally. Maybe
he has more moves. That's the reason why they compare him to Kobe is that he moves like Kobe, mid range, everything. I think Zach LaVine is more of takes more threes, probably more efficient at the rim. But I don't know. If you want a bucket, I'll give more to Devin Booker.
So you think Devin Booker's got more moves to get a bucket than LaVine?
Yeah. He has more in his bag, as they say.
Yeah, mid-range.
The same bag.
I'm taking a 3 to win. I'm taking LaVine every day.
Yeah.
Booker is
if you look at Booker's 3-point stats, it's awful.
Like, Turner's Lonzo shot more than him in the last couple of seasons.
So you need to look at Booker funny from the 3-point line pull up.
But he has
his mid-range game's elite though. So.
The same lack of bag that they get onto Giannis for having. That's what Booker has. He has more in his bag.
He has more in his bag. Giannis might not have any bag. He's just got one thing though, willpower, because he can go to the same move over and over again. Eventually, it breaks you down.
Like Skip says, he might be the biggest hustler in basketball history. Like, the amount of hustle stats he gets and those hustle points, he just out hustles you, outworks you.
Out hustles.
Wears you down.
Rebounds, putbacks, spins.
I'll give it to him. He's become a better playmaker compared to when they played the Heat, say a year ago.
He's less predictable as well.
Yeah, he's much less predictable, I think.
I know his moves. No, I know his moves. It's not that I can stop it. He likes that. He likes to do too. He likes to spin in the paint. Which I don't know why he does that a lot. It's a but he doesn't. When he spins, there's a time when it was causing him trouble because he just spins and they keep the ball at the same level. Yeah. And guys were trying to rip him for his technique.
The
timing, they were getting the timing of it. But then he started to change the angle. I don't know. Maybe he started to, and then he pulls out and then he runs.
He's playing more off ball now. Especially, but then again, they have some natural holiday. They can trust to.
And then Middleton would just close the deal for them.
Middleton is his
tough shot maker, man. His bag is gigantic.
Middleton is his B-Tech Kobe.
The biggest bag. The biggest bag is Middleton, man. I don't know why guys are saying he's finals MVP, but yeah, that's a bag.
Because Giannis is not his game style is not really appealing because it's like I said, there's no bag. And for the purists and the aesthetically inclined people out there, they will look for those things. I mean, for me, if he's getting results, he's getting results.
It's impressive that the Bucks did this, considering to me the most important game of the whole playoffs was Game 7 against the Nets. Yeah. Obviously, that was probably the de facto championship, and Giannis played very well in that game.
Maybe hook over KD, one KD.
Yeah, KD
smoking on that KD.
He got gassed. KD got gassed. Awful final play from the Nets in that overtime.
Wasn't it airball?
It's an airball, yeah. It's an airball. I don't know what.
Let that be LeBron James.
No, but he did hit the free. He did hit the quote unquote free with his toe on the line. So that's a great shot.
It's a game of inches. He's a game of inches, you know.
And then Milwaukee responded with the worst final play I've ever seen in my life. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how they got Lopez in the corner, taking a free. He didn't even get the ball off. So that's from Coach Bud.
That Coach Bud written all over it.
He was about to get sacked, so.
Giannis
saved him, man. Saved his job. Could still get sacked though.
Unless they get knocked out in the first round or something. Or maybe the second. They might. Honestly, if they have a poor regular season and get knocked out, maybe first, second round.
I'm not really impressed with the Bucks addition so far, to be honest.
Yeah, they haven't really moved forward.
Well, that George Shaw re-signed Bobby Portis. And he had someone else as well.
Grayson Allen. They traded for Grayson Allen. And they got.
Who did they trade away for him? I mean, he's got 3-point shots, to be fair.
Who else did they got? They got Samuel Ojale.
Nobody, I guess.
That's the Peter Tucker. The Samuel Ojale.
Big F.
I've never been impressed with him at all. He didn't look like a basketball player.
He did. He looked like a football player.
Yeah, he does look like a football player.
He's like a weightlifter.
I don't know what they're gonna. I don't know if they will get another championship. I think it'll be very interesting to see.
Speaking about the championship, how does it have more value because he stayed in the Bucks? Say with the Bucks, he didn't go to a super team like he's been trying to wax on Liverpool.
It always means more if you do it with the team that drafted you.
Exactly, especially if you choose to stay there and decide to go anywhere else.
I understand that. What about for me, even I understand and I respect that, but just the way that everyone was falling down beside them, the injuries, I don't know, this leaves a taste in my mouth. And this is from a big Giannis guy myself.
You put asterisk next to that.
No, asterisk.
I Bubble Boy.
Huh?
Bubble Boy.
No, I won't say asterisk next to it, just that in reality, I know what happened. That there's a lot of people fell apart around him.
It's just what's available is the best ability, isn't it?
But it's literally everyone.
That's not my fault.
Kind of unprecedented.
But there's a time when Giannis could have fallen down.
Exactly.
It's true.
What was the injury? I think it was
He's a high extension. His knee, fam.
And he came back.
Came back. I don't know what he put in his knee, but
guys came back from injuries. Or it was about survival of the fittest. If you look after your body, survive.
Where everyone's falling down now. This is kind of like an unprecedented. That's why I feel it is kind of replicable.
It's gonna happen next year as well. They're playing 82 games. Guys get tired. Guys are getting older. The main stars are all in their 30s. The guys that you consider stars are all in their 30s.
But is everyone gonna get injured like this again?
I don't think so. Especially what happened last season with COVID. They didn't get much rest.
Yeah.
You didn't get much rest this year. I can tell you guys that will fall down at the wayside as you go through the year. No way the next big three, all of them stay fit. There's no way.
Why is there no way?
Kyrie has he ever finished a season
since,
not injured? Yeah,
like rookie season.
since yeah. So that's one. Harden, his hamstring. Once you start injuring your hamstring, boy, you don't look after yourself. You're in Paris with little baby.
Yeah.
Can I trust your commitment to this game? KD, I know you're a real hooper. I don't know if KD
He's
is
injury
injured.
prone though.
He is injury prone, but he's a real hooper. So you know he's committed to the craft. KD, look after his boy. That's the only guy I can guarantee for the Nets. Philly, who knows?
I don't know about
Who knows?
Joeli.
Who knows about Embiid? Who knows?
Shout out Joel.
And who is gonna be his co-star? Because
pending Ben Simmons. He looks like he's gonna leave.
yeah, I heard Ben Simmons is saying he's holding out. He's not going to training camp.
He's airing their calls.
He's having the course.
Just enjoying my jammer.
He just wants to go to California. There's only 4 teams in California. One team can't get him. The Lakers, they can't get him. Clippers,
Ben
they're
Simmons,
hard cap.
If the Lakers get the Ben Simmons, I'll rebuke LeBron.
They're hard cap. Sacramento, they got pieces to trade for him, but I just don't see him ever playing for Sacramento.
Portland.
Portland is only him. Is him for Dame Lillard. That's it. Dame's not gonna do that. Golden State, they got pieces.
They got the piece of the center, and that looks like.
They got the pieces, but Draymond Green will have to be included because you can't have Simmons and Green together.
Stagger their minutes, innit?
What happens in crunch time? You have 2 non-shooters, 2 absolute non-shooters.
We also have the 2 of the best shooters in the world.
Yeah, well, that's
Two
true.
non-shooters, but two very good playmakers.
Yeah.
But eventually they're gonna funnel the ball to Ben Simmons. What's gonna happen? They funnel the ball to one of them.
It's true.
And last time Draymond was in a key moment, he called overtime, didn't he?
Good what?
He called overtime. Just banged that ball in the backboard so hard. That's the worst layup I've ever seen.
I'm just kidding.
So if that's what you want, that's it. That's 2. Then you got the Bucks. You know, Giannis is always sustainable. They have a big 3. They're reliable. They'll be good. Miami, they're old, overhyped.
I like the additions.
You like the additions?
I like the additions.
I think they're so overhyped.
Kyle Lowry,
Kyle Lowry.
PJ.
You have Victor Oladipo coming back from his injury.
Can he stay fit though?
Maybe. I'm expecting a big year from Tyler Hero.
You fit Tyler Hill to bounce back?
As most NBA players do, in the first year they always play well. The second year they kind of plateau a bit, and then the third year that's when you see like the real whether they're going to make something in the
Well,
league.
he's off the court lifestyle. Maybe he could get into his head, you know.
Yeah, Jack Harlow, who's been gassing him and all that.
Well, yeah, the sophomore slump is real.
Well, let's see. Okay, so you're saying Miami's an option.
I mean, if
Heat coach and all that.
They can
Butler's your best player, but aside from the bubble, what has Butler really done in the playoffs?
they can put Kyle Lowry, they can put Butler, they can put Tucker, Bam, and Victor. That's a solid 5.
What was Kyle Lowry doing before he met Kawhi?
He was getting beat by LeBron.
That's it. He was getting beat.
Yeah, a lot. It's no shame
He was
getting beat by
getting beat
LeBron.
all the time.
Getting beat by
LeBron was beating him with no guys as well.
Yeah, but getting beat by
He's getting beat by no guys.
the second best player of all time, I'll be the best. There's no shame
Only
in that.
Kawhi saved it.
You know what I mean?
What was he doing after? Losing to the Celtics.
Like, there's no shame getting beat by Jordan. You get beat.
He lost to the Celtics the year after. We were a good Toronto team. Remnants of the Kawhi team. This year, obviously,
Well, the bubble.
yeah.
They went 7 games, unfortunately.
It's remnants because they're championship
Yeah,
DNA.
they were lacking a star.
Yeah, that's his fault. Oh, I thought that was a star.
He's not
a star.
Okay, who's Miami's star?
That's
Probably Butler.
Oh, that's your star.
Probably, yeah.
I think,
Wait.
But they have a lot of other
He
good
got
pieces.
swept. You know,
Yeah, Butler, but they have a lot of other good
I
pieces.
think Bam needs to.
Bam needs to elevate.
He needs to elevate his game because
Did
he's.
have you been impressed with Bam though? This year I was not very impressed with Bam.
Yeah, but to be honest, to be fair, a lot of it's to do with attrition. I mean, all the teams that got to the conference finals, they all